Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? A gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It's Tuesday. It is June 10th, and it's 4:39 in the a.m. I'm gonna follow a trend against my better judgment. I'm gonna do it anyway, uh, and this has been happening, I think, every day for this month thus far. And again, it's the 10th, so this has been happening for 10 days. I'm caught in this algorithm. And I shouldn't use the word caught because I like some of the stories and I like what I'm hearing on some levels. But a bunch of people talking about Pride Month, and some folks are talking about what they find sexy. And I thought I'd share. Again, I don't know why. That's why I said against my better judgment. But I thought I'd share what's sexy to me. Accountability. That part. Accountability. Maturity. Emotional maturity, which comes with accountability. There are some folks who would not apologize if Jesus himself had whispered, in their ear, you need to apologize. There are some folks who do whole geographics in that they relocate in order to avoid accountability. And then when they do tell the story, you're the villain for having responded the way that you responded to their utter disrespect. That part. And I'm going to say that for myself, I've experienced that. And you've heard me say this phrase on a regular basis because I saw this quote a while back. Excuse me, and it stuck with me. When I say you hurt me, you don't get to decide that you didn't. And I'm taking ownership of my feelings, taking ownership of my thoughts, and the pain is very valid. I shared one of the apologies that I'd gotten. I'm sorry if you think I hurt you. Let's sit with that for a minute. How would you respond? Yeah, I'm going to tell you mine was not a stellar response. The audacity. First, for you to engage in the mendacity. Then, for the response. So, let me just say this out front. Yes, accountability is sexy. The second piece of this is that if you blame me, or if you vilify me for a response to your disrespect, I'm going to be that all day, every day, and standing firm and fast on the response. And, I posted a meme the other day. You cannot threaten me with screenshots. I said what I said. Give me a microphone or a megaphone, and I'll say it again. That part. Yeah, some folks are, I want to say, less than honest in, one, what they bring to the table, and two, who they are and 3, how they're living. You know, I come in like a ballerina on a grand jeté, telling who I am. I will openly share all my faults, frailties, and insecurities. You know, I'm sharing to be open and honest. I'm sharing in hopes that, you know, if you know, we're to progress, if we're to connect, if we're to, you know, become friends, that you recognize that I've announced these vulnerabilities, and as a friend, be mindful of them. You don't have to cover them. You know, they're going to be friends and enemies who tap into those insecurities, and it's incumbent upon me to respond in a socially acceptable manner. And I can say I don't always do that. I can be honest about that. You know, when I'm angry, I'm angry in spades. That part. So there's the truth. But at the same time, if I know there's a sense of connection, accountability, responsibility, reciprocity, after I get out of my feels, I'm able to discuss it. You know, all I ask for is a little space and time to get over my first response, because I know what my first response is going to be. And again, I've announced it. And I'm just asking for an individual to respect it. And how do you respect it? Let's go back to accountability. All right, folks, there you have it. Straight up, no chaser.